Hey guys, Nicole Cooper here, standing outside the hotel. You know what? I had this fantasy, right, of me and my family packing up and traveling the world, right? And I'm not talking about like 5 years from now. I'm talking about like within some time this year. So here it is. We're on this road trip, just trying to get from Memphis to Austin, and boy, has it been an adventure. It's not a bad thing. It's just you have to prepare for this process with children. So basically, the journey from Memphis to Austin was supposedly like 10 hours and 43 minutes, 11 hours. But we left our house yesterday at about 12 o'clock. And we didn't hit Dallas, which should have been an 8-hour drive. We didn't hit Dallas until midnight. And so we decided to get to Waco, which is like 2 hours out of Austin, and just stop. We could have got straight to Austin, but by that time it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And we knew that while the kids were sleeping and getting their rest, if we would have drove to Austin and got there at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, the kids would have still popped up at 6 a.m. like they do every morning, sometimes 5. And we would have ended up not having any sleep and being cranky. So we pulled over, got about 4 hours of sleep. They woke up at 6. And we're here now packing up and heading. My husband is behind me. We're packing up and heading to Austin. But since we've gotten to Texas, I would say I love Texas. Oh my God, this is home. I've been to Texas a couple of times. I've been to Houston. I've been to Dallas. I've driven through Texas to go from Los Angeles to Atlanta back in my college days when I moved across the country. And I never really had a chance to consider Texas because I've always been living in other places, bouncing around. And I will say since I've gotten here, it just feels like a big old welcome home. We're here in the hotel where we're staying. It was a group of people from the church, and we just was talking like we were family, and I'm like, this is it, I love y'all. And just met college students who are going to Baylor, and they were telling me about the state and the different cities and things like that. So I would say, it's been an amazing choice. We're not moving yet. We're here to find our house, and then once we find our house, we'll be relocating at the end of the month. So we're planning about a week out here in Austin, and we drove because we had the kids, and I don't know why we drove. We probably should have flew. But about 5 hours into it, Chloe was like, Mom, I thought we were going to the airport. You don't drive to Texas. You fly to Texas. I'm like, these little privileged children. But it's been an amazing trip. I'm really excited. And I always say, I was thinking while we were on the way here that life is about options. I had a guy come to me the other day, and he was like, you always talk about the money y'all make and all this stuff, but I don't see you with luxury cars and jewelry and all this stuff. And so I understood where he was coming from, but at the same time, I guess for me, I think differently. I think world travels and experiences and stacking my cheese, right? But I began to realize, everybody assesses their level of wealth differently. For me, making money.
Watch out for the ant hill.
Say hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Do you
watch
like
out.
Texas?
Yeah. Watch out for the ant hill.
Okay. Where's the ant here? Okay, I see it. So the thing for me was when he said that, I've had money, y'all. You go ask anybody from high school years. I had 3 cars by the time I graduated out of high school at the age of 16. Okay, so money and stuff is nothing to me. Experiences. My mom raised me. She raised me, and she taught me to travel and see the world. She told me, don't get married, don't have no babies, travel and see the world. So that was kind of what I wanted to do growing up. I never thought I would get married. I knew I would love children. I just didn't think that I would get married and have kids because my mom taught me to travel and see the world. So my road to riches has always been money to travel the world. It hasn't been stuff. I grew up with stuff, y'all. Like, that's not new to me. But anyway, and I was thinking about that when we were coming with my husband. I'm like, it's so beautiful when you have options in life. We can just up and travel, move to any city that we want to. My husband is officially, we like to say retired. He's retired from being forced to work for someone. If he chooses to go back, it's going to be optional. But his last day on the job was last week. And now we have the freedom to do what we want, how we want. It's a Monday morning, while I'm out here talking to you guys. And we can take our time, and the kids are in the car. They're packing up and everything. And it's just, to us, this is my definition of wealth. Now, don't get me wrong. When we get to Austin, now we can start feeling established and invest in things, quality things that we want, the house that we want, the car that we want to drive. But right now, our focus was on finding that place to call home. And that's pretty much where my money was being saved for, is to find a place to call home and to create some life experiences, and to have options. And now maybe that we have a place to call home, I'll be interested in that stuff. I really wasn't, but I know it goes with the territory. You make that level of income, you need to be driving nice cars and living in big houses, so people say. But my thing is getting more stamps on my passport. We were gonna go to South Africa, but we decided to wait because the kids can't go. They can go, but they're a little too young, and Carson is not ready for that. So we're working stuff out to go to South Africa, to Australia, New Zealand. So anyway, husband saying wrap it up. But stay tuned, y'all. We'll keep you posted. Talk to you later. Bye.